Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Viv's Art and Garden, and today we're going to do this cute little Valentine, little teddy bear holding a heart. I'm doing it directly into my sketchbook. I'm not even doing it on regular watercolor paper. This is a mixed media pad. And I do apologize for my audio. I do not have a microphone. I ordered it, hasn't come yet. I broke my old one last week. Of course, it was old anyway. So I'm just using the microphone on my MacBook, which my MacBook is not any younger than my microphone was, so it's getting old too. Now I've mixed up a nice dark for his eyes and his nose, and all I did was mix a nice dark blue and a nice dark brown. And as you see, I'm leaving a little tiny white of that paper on the top of his nose and on the tops of his eyes to be highlights, and then I made him a little smile. I'm using Pro Art watercolor brushes, and I got these from Harriet DeWinton from her Etsy shop. She does DeWinton Paper Co. That is, I think, the name of her YouTube channel. Not 100% sure, but I think it is DeWinton Paper Co. Anyway, so now I just picked out a really nice lush red, and I am going directly onto dry paper and going around the edge. I want that edge to be darker than the middle of the heart, so I'm concentrating the color around those edges. And I also left just a little strip of the white of the paper to shine through up there in that curve of the heart, just to make it, like a little highlight. Then I'm just taking plain water and I am spreading that paint toward the center of the heart because I want the center to be lighter. So of course I'm adding more water to the center and more paint to the edges because I want the edges darker. I want that depth in there. That's what I'm aiming for with my little heart. And I'm just kind of blending it with the tip of my brush. Now, if you are enjoying this content, then please hit subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. It's free. If you want to really support me, then just leave a little comment, and I would appreciate it so much. All right, back to our painting. In the ears, I just watered down that red to make it look more pink, and I just put that on the inside of his ears. I'm using a little Naples yellow to do his muzzle and to do the pads, the bottom pads of his little feet. I want those lighter than the rest of the bear. And then while it was still wet, I just came in and added a little bit more of the paint just on the edges to darken it up, and just around the bottom of his little muzzle and on the sides. And that way it'll have a nice soft blend, that wet and wet. And where I have a little too much paint, I am just picking it up with a damp dry brush and then wiping it off onto my kitchen towel. Now I am going in with a darker brown, and I am getting in the crease of his legs there, right behind the heart, because of course the heart would be casting a shadow onto his fur, so it needs to be a little bit darker behind there than the rest of his fur. So I went with a nice deep dark brown. While that's drying, I'm going to pop up here, and I've got little hearts in the corner, in each one of the corners of this painting. Now you can use this as a card or as just some home decor, and you can have a little Valentine's moment in your home and just use it for however you want to. Some kind of decoration as a card. Now it is 5 by 7. That's what I have drawn out here. And I'm just going to paint each one of these little hearts in each corner and leave just a little sliver of the white of the paper to shine through to look like a little highlight, just to give it a little bit of dimension, nothing to it. And just work my way around getting those done while my bear dries, because I want to wait till my bear dries. I want it to dry some before I work on it. I don't want all my colors to run. So I'm jumping up here and doing my little hearts. I think they are so pretty. Valentine's Day is not my favorite holiday because it's very commercial, but I still enjoy, painting some little Valentines and things like that. I do enjoy that part of it. So Of course, I'd paint anything. It doesn't really matter. Any excuse to paint's good with me. So now I have gotten sort of sienna brown, and I am going around his little ears. That the pink inside is dried, and I'm kind of tapping my brush to give it some texture. I'm not painting a smooth line around those ears. I'm just kind of making little tiny jiggity jaggedy strokes around the edges so that he looks furry. And we're going to do his little paws and his little arms. And wherever I want a shadow, like you see at the bottoms of his ears, I'm just adding a darker brown. You could use like a burnt umber or something like that. Just a darker, you could even use blue if you wanted to. Just something to darken it up and give it a shadow. But for now, I'm using my sienna color. And as you see, I'm just making little tiny tap raggedy little brush marks around the edges, and that just gives it some texture and makes it look a little bit more like fur. And again, right at the bottoms of his little paws and arms, I went with a darker brown to give it some shadow. Now we're going to go around those lighter paw pads and do his little feets, and we are doing that with that burnt sienna, whatever color you got that's a little bit browner and darker than your Naples yellow. And we are again going around those little paw pads. And I'm also making sort of irregular little brush marks all around the edges there to make him look furry and give him some texture. Now I'm just trying to blend in some of that shadow behind the heart. And then I am using an even darker brown, and I'm going to outline his little paw pads. That's what I'm calling them. His little paw feet, his little feetsies. Absolutely love this little teddy bear. He is so easy to paint. Anybody can paint him. And just simple techniques. You can see I'm coming in with that darker brown and just doing tiny little brush strokes, irregular ones, to make it look like fur. And we're going to do the same thing on his little face, his little head. I'm coming with that mid-tone sort of burnt sienna and just going around the edges, jiggity jaggedy. And that is an art term, jiggity jaggedy. And I'm trying not to touch his eyes too much. They're dry, but that color, the colors that I use to make that black will bleed so easily. They're easily reactivated, so I'm being very careful around those eyes, trying my best not to reactivate that black and get it to bleed into my brown. I don't want that. And then at the bottom, I'm adding a little more pigment. And then right between his little eyes where his nose is, we're putting more concentrated color to make it look like a shadow. Now, if you're enjoying this content, you might consider joining my Patreon. It starts at $3 a month for the paid membership, and you get lots of different bonus content throughout the month related to my YouTube videos. And you can do that over on patreon.com/artwithviv, and I'll link it below. Now, on to getting this cute little bow. We're going to let his fur dry a little bit. And I've mixed up a sort of blue minty green. And I am going to just paint the bow. And I'm going straight onto dry paper. And then where I feel like I have a little too much wetness or too much paint, I'm just picking that up. I'm lifting it with a little damp dry brush. And then coming back in with a deeper green where I want the shadows to be. So we are going to work on that little middle, the knot of the bow, and I am just splashing a little bit of that color and then adding where I want it to have some darker shadows, that more concentrated, deeper green. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Nothing to it. Now I'm wetting this part of the bow, and I'm dropping in that color right into the clean water and letting that flow around the bow. And then I am going to lift up some of the color so that I'll have some highlights. And all I'm doing is I'm drying my brush off onto the paper towel, and then lifting that color and wiping it back off onto the paper towel. You want to lift using a damp dry brush. And then we are just going to keep working our way around this bow. I wet it a little bit with some clean water and then just adding the minty green color. I thought this would be a really pretty color with the red. Red and green are complementary colors and they always look good together. Complementary color schemes are my favorite, and those would be red and green, blue and orange, purple and yellow, or purple and gold. Those are the simple complementary colors. Of course, you can go in, it's any color directly across from another color on the color wheel. So whatever color's on your color wheel, the color that is directly across from it on the other side is its complement. But we are doing a little red and green complementary color scheme, and then of course brown is a neutral, so it would go with any color scheme. Then the little bear is brown. So now I'm mixing up a little bit of a darker green here on my palette. It's a blue green. I'm mixing a little bit of blue, a little bit of green together. And once I get that mixed up to my liking, then I'm just going to come in and do the ribbon that is trailing off from the bow and kind of connecting to the little hearts in each corner. Now my brush has a lot of water in it, and that's why this color is looking so pale. It doesn't look as dark as it is on my palette because I have a lot of water. My brush is plenty wet before I even dip it into that paint. And then where I get a little too much paint, again, I'm lifting. Where I want it to have some shadows, I'm adding a little bit more of the pigment in that area on the ribbon. And I'm trying to make the ribbon look, you know, kind of wavy, like it's twirling and twisting as it connects to each heart. So while I'm doing that, I'm thinking of where my shadows would fall and where the highlights would fall. And that's where I'm trying to add the darker colors for my shadow, the darker green, which is just more pigment on the brush and less water. And where I'm doing the highlights, where it's a lighter green, which just means I have more water in it and less paint pigment. Easy peasy. I'm telling you, this is such a simple one. I really loved doing this. It came out far better than I had in my brain, and I love when that happens. Sometimes my ideas don't come out as nicely as they look in my imagination, and then other times I am just so pleasantly surprised, and this is one of those times. I really like this. I mean, it's simple, it's nothing fancy, it's easy to do, simple color scheme, you know, not a lot of colors being used in it, simple techniques. We're doing a lot of wet on wet, a little bit of lifting, and a little bit of wet on dry. So not a whole lot of fancy techniques or anything. And I am just trying to get those shadows in where I think they would be as that ribbon twists around on itself. Doing the best I can with it. And that's all you can do. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be done. Just trust the process and trust yourself. You are more artistically inclined than you probably believe. Now I'm just getting in the lighter portion of this ribbon on this side, making it connect to that little heart in the corner. For some reason, this reminds me of a playing card, you know, like a rummy card or a poker card. I don't know what those, you know, a playing card. And I think it's because I have the hearts in the corner and just have the little ribbon around it. It just reminds me of a playing card. Now, while it's still wet, this little ribbon, I'm coming back with a little more paint, a little more concentrated, and just adding it to where I think the shadows would fall on that ribbon as it's twisting and churning on itself. And that's all. I really like this little teddy bear too because he is super simple. Now, if you are a part of my Patreon, you will get the outline drawing for this, and I'm going to try to scan in the actual painting and use it as an art print that y'all can download, and that will be starting from the $3 tier, all the paid tiers starting at $3. So you'll get a download that you can print out of this little Valentine, as well as a coloring page. You can color or trace or do whatever you want to with it artistically. Totally up to you. Now I'm just kind of erasing the background. Through the magic of video, what I did was I went and I drew some little hearts and I measured them to make sure that they were, the proper distance apart, because I felt like he needed a little bit of background back here. So I just drew some hearts and made sure they were equally spaced, and now I'm just painting them in with that luscious, beautiful red, leaving a little white highlight in the corner to give them a little depth. You could even add some shadow work to it if you wanted to get fancier. I just kept it as simple as possible. I just wanted this tutorial to be something fun and quick, pretty quick. I mean, it took me probably about the whole time, 30 minutes including drying time for this. Now, it is on regular sketchbook paper or mixed media paper, so I find that paper does dry a lot quicker than if you want to do this on actual watercolor paper. And it may be because the watercolor paper has the sizing on it, and that might slow the drying just a little bit. And this mixed media paper in my sketchbook doesn't, because it dries fairly fast. I have to work really quickly if I want to do a lot of wet on wet techniques in this sketchbook. So keep that in mind, what kind of paper you use to complete this project and how fast it dries. But you can get a little fancier if you want to, but I just wanted to keep it simple. And I'm just going to finish up painting my little hearts here. And then we're probably going to add some little details here and there on the bear just to give it a little extra something something. Ooh, I love this. This is just as cute as it can be to me. Now I'm just going to come in with a little darker, well, it's actually the same brown as the background, but it's more concentrated, which just means it has less water and more paint pigment. And I'm just adding in some shadows under his little chin, between his eyes, and where the heart is casting a shadow on his little body back there behind the heart. So I'm just darkening that up and putting a little extra darkening on the shadows of his little feet pads, his little paw pads. So we're just, adding a little of that final detail, finessing a little bit, taking some of that really dark brown and sort of separating his head from his little arms there, and also putting a little darker shadow on the bottom parts of his arms. And now I am just going to take a darker brown, or you could use the same color that you used for his eyes and nose, whatever you want to do. And I'm just doing some stitches down the front of his face, some little dotted dash lines right down the front of his face so that he looks like he is a sewed up bear. And we're going to add some little paw stitches so he looks like he has separate fingers or separate toes on his little paws. And a little bit more shadow on the very bottom of his paw pads. I think that looks pretty good. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and happy painting.